Ambient light rejection screen paint using ambient light rejection technology gain. Today I'm going to be doing some work on my cardboard projection screen. Yep, there we said it. Cardboard projection screen. The screen was made out of United States postal shipping boxes. Just something I had laying around because I don't have a lot of cardboard laying around the house. I don't like to use cardboard that comes in from Amazon. I kind of like to use this much better. All right, so I have my Christie projector set up. While I'm not getting that set up, you can check out the blue, I think the blue ambient light rejection for pin 15 in the next room. We need to be up. Got some sleep. A little rest. Morning when I got up. So I had to get some, I think, carbonate or whatever, of a black top paper for the top, for the edges right here, because I want it to look really nice. This is all bunches of boxes all taped together, just like this, before it looks like this. This is the base of it right here that I'm going to set it on top of. I already ordered the LED lights for the back of it, but I'm going to show you how it looks so far. Now, using this with ultra short throw, basically, as I said, with ultra short throw, the surface has to be perfectly flat. I can do that if I just get another sheet of heavier cardboard and go over top of that, but I'm going to use a long throw with this, and then later on I'll build myself an ultra short throw cardboard screen. So let me show you what the results are going to be. A few things real quick I'm supposed to have here with me. And I'll show you the results of using our technology, and I've done this in forms of our screens, making our screens out of cardboard. So this is the first time I'm building me a TV light projection screen. Using all cardboard. I might even build my speakers out of cardboard too. All right, so get this started. Right now I'm using my fire stick for this one right here. Let me bring it down a little bit so you can see the screen better from here. I think you're going to be quite impressed. And there you go. Our technology painted on cardboard. I've done cardboard screens before, but I think this is the best one I've built so far. So I already got a spot upstairs I'm going to put it at. This is another cardboard setup. I just got to do is now get my LED lights for the back of it. And maybe I might make a cardboard sound bar. I don't know. I'm just thinking about it. Let me see if I have any sound here for this. Gotta go into my settings. Turn my speakers on. Go back up. Audio. Yeah, speakers are off. All right, perfect. That's perfect. I think this is going to make a very nice screen for upstairs. Now the screen is taped together. Got a commercial coming up. But the screen is taped together using frog tape. The paint's very thick. It gets in all the cracks and crevices. But like I said, if you're going to be using this for an ultra short throw setup, I would advise you using that kind of heavy duty shipping cardboard, the one you use for pallets, for moving items back and forth, or the ones they use for making furniture out of, because that would give you a more flatter surface. But like I said, this is multiple boxes all taped together. I'll bring you up a little closer so that we can get a more closer look of it all. So ultra short throw requires you to be on a surface that's perfectly flat. If not, if you have any waves or in the wall or anything like that, it will come. You will see it. Now the day I'll get a chance to get out back, I got to spray paint the base of it. Got some heavy duty Velcro, so I can Velcro that to the base. And then once that's Velcro to the base, I'm going to go out. I already got the LED lights coming. The LED lights should be in the day. Hopefully they'll be in the day. So with the LED lights in the day, LED light the back of the screen, and then I'll build me a nice little stand so I can put it up in the corner and watch movies off of it. So we'll let that run a bit. Now, if I don't put the speakers in it, I can make it, I can call it a 100% cardboard screen. Of course, the speakers, some of it going to be plastic parts in there, and that won't make it 100% cardboard. Let's put the speakers outside and do it that way. Tell you one thing, I mean, it's not going to be a problem hanging it to the wall. It's cardboard. Now, you're better off going with cardboard boxes because it gives more structure to the foundation. For those of you thinking that you can just go out and just get sheets of cardboard and paint it, I really wouldn't advise you doing that because it will buckle and welt. But I found out particular boxes that are already, that you can already form and basically tape together, have a more stronger surface that will allow the paint to be able to apply to it much better. And on top of it, like I said, you're going to have little lines in there, but the way to get around that, you can basically take the frog tape as I did and go in between the lines and make sure it's nice and smooth and paint over it. Or you can just apply the paint really heavy in those sections, so that way it basically gets rid of some of the lines. Now I got a line here and there. I can see on this side. I may go over that again with some frog tape, smooth it down, and just roll right back over top of it with the screen paint and get that to disappear. Well, now I'm very happy with it. Cost me nothing to build. And that's why we state on our website that our screen paints are designed to be painted over anything. You don't have to have an expensive rollers and none of that. I actually used a recycled roller to paint the screen. I had an old roller downstairs. It was still wet in the bag, and I decided to just drop it in some hot water and soap and just scrub it down and just use an old refurbished, well, actually you say refurbished, yeah, we'll use roller. Paint over the screen. That's all. Now, if I can paint this on cardboard and have it look this good, you can paint it on whatever you can possibly think of. That's the whole purpose of the technology. Allow you to be able to think outside the box. What can I turn into a screen? If you don't want to go out and spend the money for a fixed frame screen, you just build it out of cardboard. Build it out of styrofoam. But whatever you want to imagine how you want your screen to be. It's up to you. While we're looking at that, my son is coming up pretty soon. It's going to environment, which I can't wait because I didn't get a chance to do that when I had the ultra short throw going off yesterday because sun didn't come out yesterday because it rained yesterday. I'm really enjoying this cardboard screen. I'm gonna build me another one. I think I might do me a 235.1. I'm gonna do that one next. I'm gonna do me 235.1 for the other projector I have downstairs. Might even build me a curved one for the projector mapping. Let's see if we can find something else. Yeah, I'm gonna make this look just like a TV. Just like a TV. Putting these projection on it. Oh, so give me a couple of pillows down here. I'm watching movies on this one tonight. Now, see, remember when I was telling you that maybe by end of 2021 that we're working on designing our own form of fixed frame and motorized projection screens. And I told you that we have options that other companies don't have, which means we can take any surface we want. As long as it's applied with this coating, it becomes a screen. We can make screens out of cardboard if we want. I can go down and I can recycle tons of water bottles, have them all pressed down, melted, recycled, and turn them into projection screens. Because we designed the coating that turns the surface into a screen, where other companies have to build these fabrics and materials and so forth. It's very expensive for them to do so, but for us, anything we want to turn into a screen becomes a screen, and the picture quality looks amazing. Because maybe the material they may be using may not work with ultra short throws, so that's why they have particular screen materials that work with ultra short throws, where our technology really doesn't make a difference what kind of projector you have as long as it's not knockoff. But I'm going to try the knockoff projector on here probably later on today. Don't advise it, but I want to try it today. Explain to y'all, I don't really require much sleep. I was up since 1. I did that stream. Now here I'm wide awake around 6 o'clock. It's my time wired to get up. All right, so while I got y'all here, let's talk about the Black Friday sale. So we're going to have a Black Friday sale on the Black 12, Black Friday. This will include, now the price we already have for the 1 quarts, it's going to remain the same because that was going to carry over until Black Friday, but we are going to have a sale on the 2 quarts, and we are going to have a sale on the 1 gallon that we will have. Probably after the Black Friday sale, we will be working on having a gallon size of the black silver soon. So right now the black silver is only available in 1 quart and 2 quarts. But we're going to make a gallon of that soon because I had a few people asking me about doing much larger streams with that black silver. So I got to figure out what day it's going to be after Thanksgiving. So what we're going to do is we're going to have the sale coming from after Thanksgiving, which will be Black Friday, and then hit to Monday to Cyber Monday. Once that's done, all the prices go back to where they were. What better way to display the technology than a cardboard screen? I think I like this, the fact that these are multiple boxes taped together. I'll turn around and show you the back. There's multiple boxes taped together. So for those who've been asking me questions like, all right, if I paint this over my wall, do I have to do it? You don't have to do it. It's not a prime. Unless you got cannon holes in your wall. I mean, something huge in your wall, like if you take your hand and run across and your fingers are bouncing all over the place, then you may want to sand that down. But this stuff is designed to coat and get into cracks and crevices and little holes in your wall and just mask it over and camouflage it. So if I can do a bunch of shipping boxes that all been taped together using frog tape, I'm pretty sure you can do much better on your walls. Now, for those of you who missed a demonstration of me actually painting this screen, I'll put that in the bottom of the comment section so you can paint the cardboard box. And I'm going to add popping up. Let's go to, let me see. Oh, that's very nice. Now, as I add in here real quick, what we tried to do earlier today, and since he recorded that he's being harassed, we are not going to order anything from you know who, but we are going to basically use what we have here. Just want to add it in real quick. But we appreciate if basically will not allow us to be able to purchase his product, so he will no longer do any more reviews or testing our product out in any kind of way whatsoever, since he cannot be provide us with what we asked for twice when we tried to place orders through him. So just want to get that message up to him so he knows that crystal clear. Don't bother doing reviews against us if you can't provide your merchandise for us to do the same to you over here. So, all right, from there. We will continue to do those demonstrations from the product I have here already. They will be tested against the other screen paints that will be coming in probably this week. So we will be continuing on with those demonstrations because we still have his product here. But as for trying to place any more orders through Jamie, we're not going to do that anymore. We also are not going to, now if he decides to go back and, of course it sounds kind of weird because if he tries to do the review our products, it's going to make him look pretty bad because he denied us from getting his. So like I said, on that note, we don't really need it. We already have enough here to do the job. But he feels he's being harassed. He's being, like someone's bothering him because we tried to place 2 orders and give him money to get his item over here, which, but he feels he's being harassed. So therefore, we're going to let him alone, and therefore he can, I don't know, I'll just leave it at that. Snowflake. Anyway, so let me get on and get this done. So I still have some more work to do today, and I got to paint the base for this, but we're still going to do the tests. As we said, we're going to do them with the products we have here on the other paints that are coming in. And I'd like to thank those companies for actually allowing us to purchase those paints, and thank you so much. One of the companies is called Projector US, or I think that's it. I'll get their names correctly before I give them out, but I'm going to actually display them here, and I'll direct you, if you decide you want to go down the road and purchasing those kind of paints, I will direct you where you can get those from. They do have a good selection, and like I said, I felt comfortable buying from them. All right, with that being said, let me finish the demonstration on my cardboard projection screen, which I was so happy about because now I'm going to build me a cardboard 235.1 next. That's my next screen to build, is a cardboard 235.1. LED lights, I may put speakers on the back of that one, I'm not sure. But let's finish off from there. Just want to add it in. So if any Crow boys coming here complained about this, that, and the other, about the sample sheets not being too big or not big enough for you. Well, you had to take that up with him because he refused the order. All right. What are you saying right here? Okay, goodbye. Another Crowboy just came in that quick, that fast, upset and angry. All right, so let's move on from there. So we all saw the video. If you haven't seen it, I posted already. See it. Let's move on from there. All right, let's go. Enjoy my cardboard screen. And as for the comment about the settings on my projector, on my camera, I did 4 videos on that, so please go back and check those first before opening your mouth. Thank you so much. I actually have that same feeder for my squirrels out front. Something like that. I do a 235.1. I should do an 80-inch. 235.1. So I think next Wednesday, I got contact by the guy who's selling me the 7,000 lumen projector. Next Wednesday or Thursday, I should have that projector here. He did explain it does come with the road case, so that is going to be a big projector if it's sitting in a road case. So that'll be interesting to see when that gets here. And we got some other items popping in. Is there any contrast levels on this one? Let me see. Any white levels? No contrast levels. I want some black levels on here. Oh, what do I do? Let's go over to. Oh, that's gonna look beautiful.
This is what it's like wearing regular shoes. No all-around support. And this is what it's like in Skechers. The arch fit.
Actually, we're Skechers. Those are some comfortable shoes, though. I think around, let me see what time it is. I'm sorry to be outside at around blah blah blah, because I got to paint this box right here, and I need plenty of ventilation when I paint the box. I'm using spray paint to paint that box. So I'll get that done painted today. Once the box is finished, lead light should be here today. The screen should be done by today. This project should be finished by today. And what am I going to name the TV? TV projection screen. That's what I make it look like. It's a projection screen. It looks like a TV. I'm going to name it. Call it a Crystal Sony. I hadn't thought about it. I could have literally just made me a cardboard screen for the gaming room. You know how hard that thing was to hang up on the wall? It wasn't exactly an easy screen to hang, especially horizontal. I could have made it out of cardboard. Got me kind of thinking now. Like literally, why in the world am I buying these screens? Screens aren't cheap sometimes. I mean, the lead screen over there cost me, with that one over there cost me $512, and this over here cost me around like almost $380 because, you know, they're lead screens. I built the screen out of cardboard. Thank you, Lord. Another beautiful day. Yeah, so some order got denied. Crow boys right from the door. The minute you come in here and say one thing to me, I'm blocking you right from the door. I'm not even going to bother even entertaining you no more. That's the end of it. After that display of basically denying our product, we're denying getting that order from him twice in a row, and those excuses, y'all got nothing to say now. No more. We're done. Come in my channel, I'm blocking you from the door. No talk, no speak, nothing. Go on. I'm not even going to bother having my contacts in California contact and get any paint from you. Nothing from you. Nothing to do with you. Don't even bother touching that stuff anymore. I gotta get this cardboard screen outside today. I'm taking this outside today. We got no rain today. I'm gonna actually Velcro this thing to the deck and watch a movie off of it. So what can I do next? Oh, you know what? That's what I need to do. I need to design me another channel strictly on what kind of stuff you can build out of screens, because I like this right here. I could have stacked a bunch of these up and actually built my 235.1 next room. It saved me a bunch of money. On top of that, it's completely recyclable, good for the environment. The screen paint we designed is eco-friendly, it's water-based. All this stuff is biodegradable. But to have the screen itself biodegradable, it's just a 100% recyclable screen when you think about it. Yeah, that's enough to do. I want to definitely start building more of these. I always get customers that tell me, I got a few customers that live under some real restrict conditions because of the apartments and stuff like that. They don't allow them to paint or drill holes in the wall. And since we can't really get the wallpaper surface anymore because all the plexiglass is being used for all different forms of guards and covers and sneeze protectors, you can just build it out of cardboard. There's no way to worry you're going to damage your wall with that. There's no weight to it whatsoever. Get some of that double-sided tape, kind you can peel off your wall that won't wreck the paint, and just stick it right to your wall. If I can get my hands on some of that heavy-duty cardboard, I like to get my hands on that. I would like to get my hands on some of that plastic cardboard because I can start making curved screens again. like a smart TV crystal box. There's some movies on here. These are all the channels I should be accessing, but I'll get a chance to play with this because I got the Fire Stick running through this back here, and I'm going to be using it for this setup right here. I think next cardboard screen I'm gonna build, it's gonna be jet black. Everything's gonna be super jet black. I'm gonna use a Panasonic jet black projector with it. I want everything to be caked in all black. I want it to be super, super cool. I'll run a Fire Stick through the back of that one too. I can run a Fire Stick and turn my cardboard box screen into a smart TV. Let me see. Go back on YouTube.
Moderate to severe ulcerative colitis or Crohn's disease, your plans can change at any time.
Let's see. I might do anime for this one too. Nothing but anime. Why didn't you do me an anime screen? I could do something crazy with that. I mean, it's cardboard. You can sculpture anything out of cardboard. Now, just keep in mind, if you are going to build a cardboard screen and you're going to use individual boxes, remember the best for that is frog tape. You can use the blue. I like to use the green painter tape. And as you're applying it on, you want to make sure you get it nice and heavy in those separation areas. It dries in no time at all, I'll tell you the truth, because it's cardboard. And it's cheap and it's free. Let me see, so my sun's up. Let me get over here, get my gear on so I can be outside to finish the base. Because it's trying to be done before the LED lights get here. I still got to finish the gaming room today. I got to finish the rest of the LED lights in there. Ugh. I'm actually using my Christie projector. Later on today, I'll use the 1,000 ohm projector. I got a dozen upstairs, so. But there'd be the Christie. Oh, we did this one already before. You're making me repeat myself, man. I got a video you may want to check out. I'll send you a link to it. We used the Christie LWU 420 versus a what was the screen projector we used? Oh, a ViewSonic PJD 5551. We did a versus next to no, just email me. I'll send you the video. Because we do side by sides, because some people think it may be the projector doing all the work, but it's not the projector. But we do side by sides. We take the big boy powerhouses and we put them against the smaller projectors. But we did a 600 by 800 res versus a 1920 by 1200, an SVGA versus a WXGA, 4300 lumens versus 36, side by side on the big screen upstairs. I'll send that link to you. Christie's are good projectors. It's just the parts are kind of expensive, that's all. You will pay some money for the parts. Parts are not cheap. Just make sure when you order your projector, because remember the lenses come out of these projectors, and just make sure you have your lens with your projector. You see the 4 screws in the back, don't buy it. Because it means somebody removed the lens, and the lens may cost you a couple grand. Yeah, so Christy, if you're looking at it, right now, you get them on eBay, it's kind of hard to get them on eBay. I had a person who was selling a bunch of them, and I was posting the link everywhere, and eventually he sold out. But if you're looking, it's an LWU 420 Christy. They usually run on eBay now for about $1,000 and up. And this projector, keep in mind, it's manufactured in 2012, and they still want a couple grand for it. But just as well, you can get the Christie LW400. I own that one, and the LX 400. I think the LX 400 is XGA, and the LW 400 is WXGA. That's only different. They both 4,300 lumens. One basically just has a little bit of a little higher res than the other. All right, now I'm using this is my Sony over there. I'm using right now. Ultra short throw Sony projector, one I got for $50 or $59 on eBay. And there's my sun coming through my windows over there. That screen is 126 inches, being used on a projector that was only designed for 100 inches. That's the whole purpose of just not trying to spend a lot of money for a projector. Keep it nice and cheap. A nice, beautiful picture in the end. See? I don't know how well that's going to stay, to tell you the truth. Where's my remote control? Carried away that quick, that fast. Last night, I think when I was doing one of the streams, there was a fellow who was talking about how he wanted to get a cinema gray. That's a cinema gray right there for you. If he ever comes in and checks that out. Why did I do it that quick? I lost my remote control that quick. See my fire stick. Nope, that's not it. Alright, I'm gonna go hunt for my remote control, which I lost that fast. Just had it in my hand and I lost it that quick. I think this might be it. Let me see. Yep, that's remote control. I lose these things. So yeah, there was a fellow who came in the room and he was asking about, he wanted to get a cinema gray. And I was like, well, Cinema Gray is like, it's a more cheaper screen than the Cinema Gray 5D. That would cost you for a 100-inch probably about $800, $900. But this is what our technology looks like next to a Cinema Gray on a screen I just made out of cardboard. So, you know, some people think it's the projector doing all the work. Like, nope. If I take any one of those sample sheets and I lay it against that screen, you're going to see a difference. I keep in mind both screens are being hit with my projector. My Christie in the back is a 1080p 1920 by 1200 at 4300 lumens. And if I hit that with any other screen, you'll get a screen that actually will wash out or fade because it can't pull contrast.
Gone was wild. It's with a pair of sketches. Waterproof, insulated, all-day comfort. Vacuum.
Let's see how well I got this one. Oh, this is stuff. We're getting good. So even when it comes to bright colors, you still gotta have that contrast in there. Oh snap, I just thought about something. I'm gonna stick it right on top of the mantelpiece right there. I'm just gonna put it up there just for, back and forth demonstrations. It'll fit right up there perfectly. Alright, so we got a little outer space exhibit. Oh wait, I'm just going over here and get this. Way too much information for me.
Surprising way to save water.
Let's see if we go with the more expensive version, the Gray Cinema 5D, which is actually a little more expensive than that one. $1,400. When did that movie come out? I watched that one. This one's slightly a little darker. On my cardboard screen right there. It doesn't make a difference what projector you use. Without the technology, the projector is worthless. And I'll show you that when the 7,000 lumen gets in here. I'm gonna have a 7,000 lumen short throw projector. I'm gonna blast the side of a white screen with that thing. And then I'm gonna show you what happens when our black technology is applied to it. Even with 7,000 lumens, without our technology, projector's nothing. nice and bright over there in my window. More sun's pushing brighter than that. And that screen will maintain. We'll keep switching back over to that one. Alright, let's grab ourselves another video. I didn't mind, just let that go. These console systems finally get their acts together. I can get a system without basically burning out on me. I'll go pick one up. Oh wait, I would have liked to see what the PlayStation 5 would have looked like on this. But I'm not putting money down on something that potentially will turn into a brick, and then eventually I can't get my money back for because there's not enough of them to have out to put out to begin with. So I'm not going to take that risk. So now we have the Grace number 5B. So now the price tag for 100-inch has jumped to around $1,300 to $1,400. The Grace Cinema is the lower version of that. Then you reach the Dark Star 9, which is the $3,000 screen. So say you did this with the black, it would be around $98 a quart that would paint a screen size of 100 and 120 inch. And you were to build a screen out of cardboard like I did here, cardboard would be free. So pretty much it would cost you $98 just to paint the screen. Then the projector you can go pick over at eBay, like the one I had there, I paid about $59 for. Pretty much you paid next to nothing for your setup. Or you can go spend the $1,400 or $1,300 for a screen and go pay $2 or $3 grand for a projector. Now I'll sit here with my cardboard box with my lights on, watching your screen fade out. Take the extra money and then I can go buy my gaming systems once I get it together. Because I would like to get my systems, but I'll wait on that. So then I have it done to get a hot dog roller. Okay, let's go pop over to what's that one? The problem is they're producing too much white levels, and that's what's causing the greens and the blues, all that to wash out. That's why you're seeing, that's why the graphics screen on our technology, everything just explodes the colors. The screens are producing too high of a white level, so they're whitewashing the image. That grass in the background is supposed to be a deep green. Raccoon sitting there like, what? Be careful about that. Anytime you see somebody singing music in the background, you never know it might be copyrighted.
In London, we take the holidays seriously.
Now, as I said before, anything that comes up in the screen with a slight bit of black, the screen's going to have a tannish look to it. The color is supposed to look realistic. Alright, these are gray screens. That's why I made it crystal clear. You do not want to go against this blue. It's interesting. Or any gray combination might go against that blue. Boy, the glamorous paperwork is done. I cannot wait for you guys to see what this blue can do. Now, those of you wondering what's in another screen, that is Elite Screens Gray or Cinema Gray 5D, and there's Cinema Gray. On a cardboard screen, a projection screen coated, cardboard coated with that blue technology. So that screen is using 100% coating technology to recolor off the projector. Where the other screens don't have that coating, they can't do it. And all the screens, like I said, had that coating in it. Blacks have it, and technology is embedded 12 to be able to read white levels. With the black silver, it's coated to allow the gray screen to produce contrast levels. There's coating in all the screens. This is the only one that has 100% of it in it. But we thought to make it interesting, we make the surface blue. Look how amazing that looks. So I'm gonna grab me another one right here. We'll get this one, it's got heavy black levels on it. Yeah, the Crow Boys are very upset right now. They've been sending me a bunch of threats and dumb nonsense. But like I said, my attorneys watch these streams also, just to let you know. And if I'm a scammer, I'm doing this live. It's a live demonstration on cardboard against 2 high-performance projection screens. Where am I scamming? Show me where. How is the demonstration fake? Show me where. Sitting right here in my living room, got my Christie projector set up here, my cardboard surface, and I got my 2 screens right here. So you show me where in this environment I'm doing anything where I'm scamming. It's a live demonstration. And that shows you the level of jealousy and hatred in people towards somebody. Maybe it could be because of my color. I'm doing something here to basically benefit other people by charging less than what big companies are charging. But the hobbyists are even more upset because they can't reach our level, and instead of them working harder to produce and make a better product, they'd rather tear somebody down. But I would get ready to get your feathers ruffled for a long time because I got some pretty cool stuff coming out. And you're going to be quite surprised on the different things I'm going to be working on. That number one are going to put a lot of it's going to put a lot of this stuff out here on the internet that's claiming to be this, that, and the other. It's going to out it for what it is. And then number two, it's going to be affordable that everybody can afford it. It's going to be no such thing as paying $4,000 or $5,000 for a projection screen, or you have to buy expensive projectors in order to get a perfect picture. And this bothers them. It does. It bothers them a lot. You see me in here in my living room displaying this on a cardboard box? It bothers the daylights out of them. But if I have any problems, we're going to one person and one person only. Know who it is. Just so you know. Got a few good friends that are U.S. Marshals. You go ahead and play that game if you want. I know where you're at. I have not done this demonstration before. This is very beautiful. I think this is the one from that cup of tea that was boiling in that kettle. I want to get the whole entire demonstration because it's very beautiful. Fernandez Gonzalez. Let's do a couple more. Oh, yeah, we're going to definitely do this one. We're trying to look for a dark city scene. See, the thing is, they can get here. They just want to work harder for it. That's all to it. They don't want to work hard. Everybody wants to take the easy way out. Take the easy way out, you don't get anywhere in life. And the big companies don't like me because I won't sell out. And the hobbyists who make screen paint don't like me because I take the long way and I do it the hard way. Get used to it. I got some big plans for 2021. I'll let y'all watch it. I'll finish some stuff over here. So what I'm going to do is today, while we got the sun up, I'm going to go outside and get ready to start painting the base for the screen so we can start getting that done and getting that set up, because I think the LED lights are going to be here today so we can finish this project off. Actually, that's a good thing. You know why? Because I've been saying for the longest time that black technology is superior. And it is. So if they're basically now trying to develop black technology, that means I was right the entire time when they were displaying gray screen paints and making complaints that black screens were too dark and they couldn't do this and couldn't do that. So now that they're on that road of actually developing black screens, I'm not bothered by that. I actually encouraged them to do so. So the bottom line is, it just proves that I was right the entire time when I was displaying black technology way back in 2010, that it was the only way and the best way to go. Now keep in mind, our blue technology is superior, but next to a black screen, it will never ever be able to pull that contrast level, not on a black level. But they got a long road ahead of them, and I'll tell you why. Because if you're going to display black technology, you have to be able to prove it on just about every level, and it's a lot of freaking work. Which means all the demonstrations you see every single day that I do, you're going to have to pull that kind of weight behind it, because it's a very hard screen to sell. So like I said, it just gives me another line of credibility that all the time when I was telling people that it's the best way to go, and now all the hobbyists are now trying to develop their own black screens just like me, that means I was right the entire time. Technology is a beautiful thing. You got two choices. You roll with it or it crushes you in the process. But now I'm on another level, because now I'm designing technology that can basically filter and actually gain a more ambient light by using coding. I'm way beyond that now. The black screens, I've been doing that since I've been doing black screens since 2010. If you go back and check my archives. Now I'm into color coding, which is basically a coding technique that allows the screen to read color. So now they have to catch up to that too, but they'll get there. But I'm glad they're on that path. But like I said, if you're going to be on my level, you're going to have to match every single demonstration I've done, and I've done tons of them. You're going to have to test your projector on all your screen paint, onto projectors, everything from low models to high models. You're going to do demonstrations outside. You're going to have to test them in the heat, the snow, the cold, the whole 9 yards. If the technology is going to marry well in different surfaces, it may not. It may crack under weather conditions. It could crack and basically become brittle. So these are things you're going to have to do. You're going to have to roll it up on a projection screen, motorized screen, and do that over and over. You know how many times I had to roll a screen over and over and over again to see exactly how many applications it took to make a screen stick, or if it was going to work on PVC, if it was going to work on glass, how it would react to plexiglass, how much cold weather does it take to make a screen start to crack and deteriorate, how long does it have to sit outside before the chemical itself starts to break down. Because mind you, you're working with a chemical. So the chemical is going to react to temperature, it's going to react to heat. This is all the stuff you have to take in consideration. How far of a distance can I project a projector for it to be able to pick up an image in a fully lit environment? So you can't go in no 4,000, you can't go in no 3,000. You got to drop off somewhere between 800 and 900, and you're going to have to do that 20 feet back and try to pull an image. It's a lot of work behind it. It's more than just going in and just basically taking a few colors and mixing them together. You have to show these tests. Because I'm going to tell you something right now. If a company does decide to call you and bring you into their facility, I guarantee you, bar none, they're going to run tests that you have never seen before. And if you fail, then they're just going to basically pay for your airline tickets and tell you bye-bye. But if you can prove what your technology can do, you'll get a contract at the end of the day. So yeah, I push them to do so. I welcome you to. And it doesn't bother me because somebody's developed. I'm not bothered by that. There's no fear behind that. I'm telling you to do it. Because that means whatever I started doesn't end. Like I said, in my time, I may never see a black movie theater. Never, I might die, pass away, but somebody's going to pick up my work somewhere along the line and they're going to do it. So yeah, I encourage you to do so. But I encourage you also to do not cut any corners. Buy the book and do it right. That's what I encourage you to do. No, it's not pricing a product. The difference is performance. That's what it comes down to. If a company comes in and I can beat their screen, they buy out my technology, you'll pay $6,000 or $7,000 for that technology. So the pricing doesn't really make a difference. It's all about testing and performance. You have to be able to prove it can do it. I can sit there and tell you, hey, look, I got a projection screen that can take a direct hit from sunlight. You're not going to believe me. You want proof. So I have to go through all that testing and to figure exactly what chemicals or what I need to convert a screen to be able to have the capability to do that. Not only that, you have to understand the physics of light. So you got to get in there and crack open them library books and start studying things that you never thought you had to study before. Because it goes much deeper than that. It goes much deeper than taking a projector and hitting the wall. You have to understand the physics of light, how light works, how it reacts. How it reacts to the projector, how the projector reacts to light, how the environment reacts to the screen around it, all that. Once you get it all figured out, it gets a little easier. Then you're going to have trial and errors. You think I've been sent to the hospital maybe about 14, 15 times. Make something the wrong way. It didn't come out the way I thought it was. Threw me in the hospital. You learn from your mistakes. Learn there's certain chemicals that do not marry well. That's why I put my faith in God. When I'm doing this kind of work, I put my faith in God. He's the one that directs me, gives me ideas how to design all this stuff. It's a lot of hard work. It takes a lot of time. You go back to my old videos, you see where I started off renting a little tiny room, making paint. And God blessed me to be right here now where I'm at, building myself up every day, just working and working and working and working and working. You got to have a passion for it. You got to love it. It's more than just have designed something to be able to try to beat everybody else. It's a passion. You got to have a love for it. That's the whole purpose. This is a cardboard projection screen. The screen's on cardboard. And the two sample sheets next to it are the Elite Gray Cinema 5D and the Cinema Gray. Cinema Gray. So you're talking about one screen is $800 and the other screen is $1,400. And I'm doing this against their screens on a cardboard box. United States Postal shipping boxes and some frog tape. Look at this. That's blue. That screen is designed to take in a ton of ambient light. It can sit there in a bed of windows and it can pull in an image from corner to corner without fading. That projector is only designed to do 100 inches, but we got it maxed out at 126 inches. You want to see where my dimmer switches are at? All the way up. Takes a lot of work, it does, but it pays off in the end. That's why I tell people, instead of spending your time hating on other people, trying to tear them down, take that negative energy and do something positive with it. Build something. Be surprised what you come up with in the end. Instead of spreading a bunch of hatred. We got enough of that going on in 2020. We don't need any more.
Get work done. Whether it's keeping your office clean or redesigning your space from 300, our business is to keep business going.
It just bothers me when I see a lot of these companies that claim to be ambient light rejection and they're not even close to it. All right, so I'm going to go out today and paint my base. Let me show you the back of my box real quick. So this is blue. And there's a blue projection screen. Got another one right here. Actually, that's black technology. There is the other 100-inch I use in demonstration, which is the other blue. So what makes the screen interesting is not the surface, it's the coating that's embedded in the surface. So what I mean by we found another level that's interesting. Screen's black, super black. It's a jet black screen. And I don't think you can see much of it any longer because somebody's in the process of actually buying the rights to it. I knew it wasn't going to last long. And yeah, we're going to sell it. I need that money for something really big I'm working on. But anyway, yeah, the Extreme Black is darker. It's actually darker than a 12. So this technology right here, People look at it and they think, oh, because the screen is blue, that's what makes the image. No, it's not the image. It's not the surface that makes the image better. It's the coating that's embedded into the paint. It allows the screen to read color. That's why we painted it blue. Because I figured if I did it black, which we did a black screens can pull high white levels high enough to blend into gray screens because they can read white. They automatically read a contrast level because the screen's black. The black silvers are coated to be able to produce high enough contrast levels because it's a gray screen. Where the blue is coated with 100% of that code technology we designed, and that's why we made the surface blue. Because people see a blue screen and think it's going to reflect blue, and we can show bright whites and blues and greens and yellows high enough to be able to make a gray screen, a light gray screen, without the ability to be able to pick it up. So since now we figured out coding on how to make a screen read, that means we can pretty much go way beyond on what we were actually planning to do. With the technology now, the screen you saw outside, when we call if you ever saw the video of a screen we call the Sun Killer, that screen was designed on gain capabilities. That's what it was constructed for. Not the fact of being able to see the screen on how powerful we can make a gain, a liquid gain, that if we pour this stuff into any kind of solution, you spray this stuff on a screen, you can heighten your screen's capability by probably about 10%. And we proved it by taking the screen outside and having it get hit with direct sunlight and have it pull an image. So now we're concentrating on a more advanced gain, and we're concentrating on color coding technology. Now you take those two and you combine them together. You got a screen that can read code off the projector color, and you got another part of that technology embedded into it that allows the screen to boost the gain high enough to take a direct hit from sunlight. That's a pretty crazy screen. That's the kind of things we're working on. So that's why I'm ordering some special equipment. We got the 3D mapping, because I got this for companies that want to use for advertising. And then I have a 7,000 lumens, because the reason why we need that is because we need to see if the screen will hotspot. When you got a screen that takes a direct hit from sunlight, it's pulling a ton of gain. Literally outside on 1,000 lumens, if we try to use the camera to record it, it'll cause the bars because the screen is generating that much light off the screen. So I need to see if the screen will hotspot, because last thing I want to do is have somebody hook up a 7,000 or 8,000 lumen projector for commercial use and hit the side of that screen. And everybody comes out there looking like Raiden from Mortal Kombat. So I need to see if it's going to hotspot. Yep. Here's my shipping box. When I get done with it, it'll be pretty cool, because we're going to put some lights and stuff in the back of it. This is it so far. It's all made by individual squares of cardboard boxes. You would think it'd be all one screen, right, all together. No, it's individual cardboard boxes all taped together. Now I use the Velcro in the front to add more structure to it, but in the front of it right here, you can see that if you go around to the front up close, you can see that there's frog tape taped in between. We got little cracks in there, but you can't see any of that because wherever the paint rolls over, it camouflages. And all our screen paints work the same way. Now, the top of it, I use some of that carbonate or cardboard, what do they call it, kind of a vinyl top paper, you know, they use for desks and stuff like that for the top, and then just Velcro that down. And then the back of this, I'm just going to finish rolling over it with some more black paint. And then I'm going to put the LED lights on the back of it. And then right there, that is the base. It's going to sit on that base right there. And this is going to be my TV projection screen setup, just for watching movies or something like that. Something cool to build. So, like I said, it's a lot of work. You can do it. Everybody can do it. You know what I mean? I have no form of degree in chemistry or anything in this field. I used to be IT tech, and I went to school, restaurant school, and that was my profession right there. I never thought in a million years I'd be doing projection screens and this kind of stuff. You know, I just fell into it by accident, and the story is, truthfully, how I fell into it. I was home. I had built a PC. I built a 2011 motherboard. That's a server board. That server board takes 264 gigs of RAM. I had PC 3000 OC on it, and I had 4 12-core processors on it. 4 12-core processors on one motherboard. Check it out. It's called a 2011 motherboard. It's server boards. So anyway, I'm home. I got this whole rig set up and everything. I got these 2 Sony TVs side by side. I got a couple of Tesla video cards in there. Got this huge setup and everything, and I'm sitting there jamming, playing my game system, having a ball. My buddy June, who's a console gamer, calls me and says, "Hey, Ken, you got to come over here and check out this screen." So I'm thinking like he bought another TV or something. I walk in that door and I watch Gears of War being played on a 120-inch screen, and my dog goes, Like I never seen a screen that big. I mean, when I come, keep in mind, I'm 53. So my era of, if you don't remember, when you go to school and they bring in the AV cart, some of y'all may remember the VCR. Some of you may remember the DVD. You don't remember DVD now, those. When I was coming up, it was reel to reel. Yeah, it was like coming across the screen a little. Yeah, I came up with reel to reel. So I watched technology grow as I grew up. But anyway, the last time I saw a projector, I think I saw a Sharp and a Ronco, and they had the BMCs in the back of them, real big, bulky, giant projectors with the red and the blue and the green, those big old huge CRT projectors. That's the last time I saw one. I go over there and I'm freaking dumbfounded that his projector is like this little projector, and it's got all the peripherals on the back of my my monster PC and everything. And I'm watching Gears being put on the screen, and it just blew me away. I had to have it. I go home, I look at my screens, I don't want them anymore. So I sold both of my 42-inch TVs, went out and bought a BenQ MS500 as my first projector. It was 600 by 800 res. My buddy June is the one who taught me everything about projectors, because he was the guru when it came to that. I would come to the store every day and like, and what the heck is lumens, and what the heck is SVGA and WXGA, and what's the difference between so on? He was teaching me all this stuff. So I finally got my projector, painted it on the wall, the screen on the wall. I was like, ugh, because it was on a white wall. Now I didn't paint it, I hit it on a white wall first. I got an 80-inch, I thought it was like this great big huge massive screen, but didn't realize that the farther you pull back a projector, the bigger the screen gets, and didn't know anything about ultra short throw or short throw projector. I don't know anything about that at all, period. So I was like, June, I can't do this, man. I mean, the screen looks horrible. The colors are bland, they're washed out. Man, I'm coming off monitors, right, onto a projection screen on a white wall. So he says, no, man, it got to be HD gray. It's got to be HD gray. It's the only way the color's going to pick up. He had a screen called a Gray Wolf. That's an old screen back in the day, but they were worth $3,000. June made more money than me. So he had this Gray Wolf up in there. I couldn't afford a Gray Wolf. I had that kind of money. So I said, so what else do we got? He said, well, they got this YouTube paint out there on the market. And this is way before the Jamies and everybody else ever existed. There was the YouTube paint came out. It was made with the pearlescent kind of paint. There was something else in it. And everybody was doing it. Everybody was painting their screens with this great paint, because Goose Screen at the time was the most popular screen. If you had the money, you could afford Goose Screen. And Goose Screen was like maybe like for a quart, like $600-700 a quart. And it was a process and so on and so forth. You could afford it, but a lot of people couldn't afford the Goose Screen. So Goose Screen was the black diamond of screen paints in that time. So I went down to Home Depot. I picked up the products, and then found out when the teller came back and said, two of them are discontinued. I said, why? One of them caused cancer. I was like, crap. So I'm sitting there thinking, like, I can't go back to that white wall. I can't do it. I can't go back to it. So then I prayed on it. I sat there and I prayed on it. I asked God to direct me, what do I need to do? So he gave me a couple of ingredients. That's where the company Digital and Crystal Screen Paint started from. I bought the items. I mixed everything up. I went home and painted it on the wall. First thing I watched was Futurama. Turned on Futurama. My roommate came by. I looked at the wall and was like, you should sell this. And here I am. That's how we got started. And every day when I go to sleep, God wakes me up and he gives me an ingredient to design. And that's when I come and say, just made this in a couple of minutes. We got to check this out. Yeah. All my ideas come from God. Yeah, sometimes, I know when I get on here, I act a little stupid. I get a bit arrogant. I know myself. I know who I am. I get arrogant sometimes. Sometimes I get a little braggy and I get like that. I understand that. You know what I mean? It's what we are as humans. But the bottom line is I try to keep it as humble as I possibly can. You know, sometimes it's a bit hard. But like I said, either way, other people, how they want to see me is I'm going to defend my company, and I got to do what I have to do to defend what I built. I'm not going to allow people to come in and tear me down or call me this and call me that. I'm going to keep coming in and doing videos and demonstrations. I'm going to keep making my prices reasonable so everybody can afford them. And I'm going to keep doing what I love to do. And that's what I like to do. But that's how it all started. So if you go back to the beginning, you see this little tiny, you see this guy in his little rented room with all these paints all over the place. That's where I came from. And Lord blessed me to build myself up and have this. So those of you who want to make death threats on my life, let me tell you something. First things first, it ain't going to happen. Second thing, because I got a couple of death threats that came through from a few crow boys. Second thing is, I put my faith in God. I have not met a man. I'm 53 years old. I've lived in some of the worst neighborhoods in North Philadelphia and survived it. And I put my faith in God. And like I said, I've never met a man yet that could go through him yet. So knock yourself out and try. All right. With that being said, thank you all for your time. I got to go, and God bless.